momentum, it means to, and I should share in Persian، یعنی گردش به دور یک نقطه را به نام مومنتم میگه. مثلا مومنتم یک امی ویدیوی که میال دیدیم اونجا اما چی میگن توباکی بود از یک نقطه آویزان بود، زمان دقیق میخورد اونا امی به شکل دورانی بودن.
Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, it is somehow close to the momentum. Yes, next, anyone else?
Yes sir.
Yeah, you may.
که نشان میده که یک جسم چقدر در حال حرکت است و ما میتونیم چقدر سخت او را متوقف کنیم، یعنی جریان حرکتش نشان میده.
Yes, now see that exactly the definition of momentum is the force which a moving object has.
Sir,
Yes,
it's called takana in Persian.
Takana, yes. It is somehow close to that one, but when I searched the meaning of momentum actually in Persian, I couldn't find a logical meaning for that for this one. We have definition for this one in Persian, but not equivalent vocabulary or word in this one. Okay, so I will send the meaning of this one. I made a slide for this one, so we will discuss about the meaning of this momentum as well. Okay, anyone else? Yes, Miss Sara Ibrahimi.
Actually, beside of that example, I was thinking about another example that can be the human's line, and maybe if a person, like it would be a person line, there would be 5 or 4 person. If we push one of them so strongly, all of them will be like a pushed, like a step by step, I can say. به نظر من وقتی که در یک لاین عمومی یک نفر تیله شوه یا مثلا همه محکمتر تیله شوه، البته بعد تمام لاین امو تکان را میخوره، ولی نسبتا به نفر اول نفر دوم آستاتر از نفر سوم آستاتر و نفر چهارم قسم به تدریج کمتر شده میره. I mean force.
Yes, exactly. This example is very interesting. Now see that if you push the first person, yeah, the first person may push the second person, but the first person will remain the same, constant, will not move anymore. But the third person, the second may move the third may move the fourth one may move the last one. So only the last person may fall down. Yeah, this is exactly the definition of momentum. Okay, so anyone else? Okay, so thank you. Now let's move on to the first the definition and the meaning of momentum. Momentum. Okay. Yes, Miss. If you have anything, you can share. Okay, there is no one. Yes, so someone I think left this class. Okay, so let's see.
May I say the definition of momentum, sir?
Yes, you may continue.
Okay, sir. Momentum means the quantity of motion of a moving object.
The quantity of force, you may add the force as well. The quantity of force that a moving object has. Yes, this is exactly the definition of momentum. So as you saw that in the experiment as well, that when the person was drawing back the first ball very far from the central ball, so they had more momentum, but if it was very close, so there was less momentum. Okay, so let's talk about the meaning of momentum and then move on to the part of the definition, explanation and the formula of momentum. Okay, so momentum, let me write it here. Momentum. Okay, so it is made of 2 parts. Okay, one is moment, and next one is time. moment. Okay, so what is the meaning of moment?
It is mass, sir.
No, moment doesn't have the meaning of mass. Mass is the particles of an object, but here moment. When you talk with someone, that when you need to explain something more, you can say that give me a moment.
لحظة دقيقة.
So lahza, yes.
Yes, a short time. Okay, so this is a suffix. Okay, and the effect which a noun has. Okay, so here, and when we combine these two words together, and when we use in physics we talk about the effect of moving object in a short time. Okay, so this is called what? Momentum. Okay, as you saw that the objects when they were colliding each other, so they were having in a short time they had a very effective effect on each other. So this is called what? The meaning of the momentum in physics. Okay, so what is the meaning of momentum in physics? When a moving object has motion, force, or effect on something, that's called this one, the momentum. Okay, and in physics, let me ask you one more thing. As you saw that the objects, for example, two balls were colliding each other. For example, one ball and next one, if we have here a surface and now we have okay, so if these two objects collide each other, okay, so what is very important in the collision of these two objects? Okay, or what do they have direct relationship to when they are colliding each other, or what is very important in this collision?
Sir, would that be a force?
Yes,
And
the
the cor-
force, that yes, as much as the force of this one is more, so this one will have more effect on the next object, or in these two objects on each other. Next.
Sir, I think the mass can also have effect.
Yes, now see that the mass, as much as we have more mass, we will have more effect, or these two objects may have more effect on each other. Okay, so if we talk about the momentum, okay, so we will accept momentum as a P. P has direct proportion to what? To mass. And this one, P has direct proportion or direct relationship to what? Instead of force, we should use what? Velocity. So it has a direct relationship to the velocity. So if we combine these two quantity together, we will find what? We will find this one, momentum. Momentum is equal to mass times velocity. So this is called what? Momentum. Momentum in physics explain that when a moving object or the force of a moving object which affect on each other is called momentum. But momentum has two very important parts. One is mass, one is velocity. Okay, so what is the meaning of the meaning of mathematical blueprint or explanation of momentum? So momentum, here we have this part. See that momentum is equal to what? This is the formula of momentum. Momentum, or P, is equal to mass times V. See that mass is the amount of the particles that we have on something and how fast this object is moving. So here we can find the multiplication of mass with velocity. P is equal to momentum, the total output, and M is equal to mass, how much the stuff is moving. V is equal to what? Velocity, how fast, in what direction this object will move. And as we can see that momentum we can see in different parts of our life. For example, freight train, the train that which moves, has a specific mass and a specific velocity, and when it collide with something else and it produce a completely different this one momentum. And next one, if we see a bullet, so bullet is moving with very fast speed or velocity. So it depends how much these things may affect on another object which is colliding that one. It depends on the mass and it depends on the velocity that this object may produce here. Okay, so that's why when you fire a gun, so the bullet that it comes out of your gun, it has a momentum. It has what? Momentum. But this momentum, how much effects that it will have, it depends on the mass which has, and it depends on the velocity that this bullet has. And next one we have a linguistic spectrum. Linguistic means that what is the meaning of this, the meaning of the momentum in the language. Okay, so we have in the right side we have the meaning, the synonym. Okay, for example, if you want to find the synonym for momentum, it can be push, it can be drive, okay, it can be energy, it can be the thrust. It is equal, it has the meaning of this one. Okay, so if you want to find about this synonym of momentum, this is the synonym of momentum. So actually we cannot say exactly the same as momentum. The push, drive, energy, and thrust, they can be similar, they can have similar meaning to the momentum, but they are not exactly the same, because in physics when we talk about the momentum has a specific definition and a specific formula that in next slide we will discuss about that one. Okay, and the opposite of this one, the opposite of momentum is stillness. This is called antonym. So what is the antonym of momentum? Antonym means stillness and lethargy, stopping, hesitation. This is exactly the opposite of the meaning of and this one, the momentum. Okay, so here if we finally come to the meaning, so momentum means that discussing about the object which is having motion, but the opposite of motion is rest. Okay, so I hope that you understand the meaning of momentum. So this was all about the meaning of the momentum. So momentum has physics definition and everyday's meaning. Okay, in physics when we talk about the meaning of momentum, momentum means mass in motion and velocity. Okay, so we can add here velocity as well, velocity. And the meaning of everyday is unstoppable drive of an object or process. So the object which is moving, it's called what? Everyday's meaning of the momentum. And momentum in mathematical formula, it is momentum is equal to mass multiplied by velocity. Okay, so it was all about the meaning of momentum. Do you have any question, any problem till here?
No
Sir,
problem.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I don't understand the everyday meaning of momentum. Can you
Okay.
repeat it?
But everyday meaning of momentum is in English, but we do not usually use this one in Persian. Okay, so let me explain here by everyday meaning of momentum. Let's see the meaning of this thing. For example, here we have a ball, and this is a sloping down surface. Okay, so actually when we leave this object downward here, this side, okay, so first this object may move slowly, okay, but as by passing the time, the speed of this moving object may increases. Okay, why? Because there is the slope and gravitational force may increase the speed of this thing. But if we want to stop the car, this object here, so it seems that it is unstoppable moving object. Okay, unstoppable moving object. So when you say that, when you want to explain for someone, if you want to say that I cannot stop this object, you can say that this is a momentum. This is a momentum. A momentum means that I am not able to stop this object. In practical or in everyday life, we can use just like this one. For example, when a car is moving downward like this one, so the driver may say that it is a momentum that I cannot stop this car. So it is moving with a very high speed downward that I am not able to stop this one. So this is exactly the meaning of momentum in our daily life. But when we come to the physics, we improve this meaning and we explain the meaning of this, for example, every day, just by the formula like this one. P is equal to M times V. So this is the exactly equal to the meaning of what? The meaning of everyday life. For example, when an object is having motion, and this motion, this force may be found by what? The multiplication of mass with the velocity. I hope that you get something from this definition. Actually,
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Actually, I tried too much to make the definition and the meaning of this momentum as simple as possible. I couldn't find, but this one even I searched in Persian and many times in English. So I found only the exact definition in which is present in the physics. Okay, so in the physics and in the daily everyday meaning is little bit confusing. So you may try to just understand that the definition of momentum. Momentum is the effect of a moving object, or the force a moving object produces. This is called momentum. Okay, only this much. So in next week, inshallah, we will discuss about more points of the momentum. So today I will share this slide, the meaning of this slide in your WhatsApp group, in your Google Classroom. So you may study this one, and I will send this slide that we are going to discuss next week. Let me share this slide. Okay, so next week in coming session, inshallah, we will talk about this slide architecture of motion, and this is momentum, and we will define about first the definition of momentum, the changing the change that we are having, derivational and application of momentum. And next one, this is the definition of momentum. When the car is moving down, so it is unstoppable. Unstoppable motion is the exactly daily meaning of the this one, the momentum. And next one, we have transitions to physics. We will explain in the physics, and then we will have the formula, then we will have the momentum matrix, factors or scale that we are having. Next one, this experiment was done by Mr. Newton's, and we will discuss on the moving object. And next one, we will find the formula and the one more structure formula for this one. And we have 3 types of formulas for this, inshallah we will discuss, and we will just check the role of this one with some example. Okay, so here are the key points that we are going to discuss. Okay, so I think that our time is up, and if you are having any question, any problem, you can ask.